Okay. So the gas is settled now. People are cool and calm. We are now moving away from the Trent Alexander-Arnold wave, which had attacked the world of social media, or should I call it the internet as we know it, or should I call it the Liverpool fans as we know it, because it kind of like attacked us as Liverpool fans. So I'm gonna get into it, talk more about what I think and whatever that is happening. Of course, the breaking news, that video I did it before the breaking news. Now the breaking news has happened. We all know how much he's going to be earning at Real Madrid. We all know what's happening and what could happen, the possibilities. We are also going to talk about what we are expecting to see from Trent Alexander-Arnold and Liverpool fans, whatever that we is expecting. Everything is going to make sense, and maybe you hear my thoughts on the situation, on the matter, because I think I deserve to say something. I've been quiet, people. So yours truly has something to say at the end of the day. So let's get into that video. Don't forget to like that video. Don't forget to subscribe to the Connect. Let's get into this. So Trent Alexander-Arnold, it was confirmed first by TalkSports that he would, not really by TalkSports, Spanish media has always been making noise about this. We just thought that these people like to talk, so we've been ignoring them, but it was confirmed England first by, of course, TalkSports. Alex Crook came out and told us that Trent Alexander-Arnold has agreed on the personal terms with the Real Madrid. Nothing has been signed yet, but there is an agreement in place for him to move to the Santiago Bernabeu next season, at the end of his contract, which is going to be happening very, very soon. I think it's the end of July, if I'm not mistaken, the end of July. So that was confirmed, and I'm like, okay. We knew this was the worst kept secret of the world. We knew that one way or the another way, this was going to come out. But the thing that I did not really expect was the response from Liverpool fans to what had happened. Right now, I heard that Trent Alexander-Arnold has turned off his comment section on Instagram because Liverpool fans are out to get him. I know it's on. It's on. So the interesting part is this. First of all, who released this? Because I don't think if it was according to Trent Alexander-Arnold and his media team, they would have wanted this to go out publicly. He knew, and we all know, we have seen what happened to Stevie G. And right now, I'm telling you, he's living in that crazy world right now. Yes, this guy is going to live as one of the local hero scousers who have achieved so much in terms of winning 2 Premier Leagues, or potentially 2, winning everything that you can win at club level. He has already done it. Some things he's done it twice, like the Carabao Cup, as well as the Premier League. So potentially on the Premier League, I repeat, because I know the internet will come and eat me alive. Potentially, it's very important to you understand that. So I get this. It's all clear that everything is making sense. We want to see his decisions. We wanted to know where he stands. He told us he's not going to play out his contract talks or his agreement with his contract talks in public. Remember, he actually said that he has signed more contract talks. He has signed more contracts with Liverpool behind the scene. Why does this one has to be public? Now because he said that the Liverpool fans on Twitter decided to be busy about it. Do you know what these guys did? They went back and they looked at when he signed his last contract with the Liverpool, which was 4 years ago. And the interesting part was this: all the players who were being signed around him, Alisson signed a 5-year contract. I don't remember what the other one is. I heard that he signed a 6-year contract. Then he went 4 years contract. He wanted a 4-year contract. The reason why he wanted a 4-year contract, in fact, it's actually said that he is the one who opted that he wanted a 4-year contract to the club, not the club. He said he wanted a 4-year contract. According to what we are being told now on social media, Trent Alexander-Arnold did this by design. Why did he do this by design? Because he was looking at his age. But then he was signing the contract. He was around 21 years old, around that point, or 20 years old. And he knew that by the end of his contract, he will be around 25, 26 years old in terms of his age. Exactly, that's where when we talk about a footballer, that's where you hit your peak levels. That's where we expect to see you performing like to the level best. So according to what we're being told now, he did that by design so that he can walk out of the contract without doing anything. That's what we're being told. I don't know how true that is, but when you look at how things were set up and what was happening around there, it really holds water, people. It really makes sense because it's giving up everything that we want. And according to Paul Joyce, the FSG were ready to make Trent Alexander-Arnold the highest paid British player in England. Just think about that. The likes of Marcus Rashford, I think I paid around the 300 and something. They did that. They offered him a contract which could make him the highest paid British player in the Premier League, and he said no to the contract. So what does that say about exactly where his loyalty lies? Because so many people talk about Philippe Coutinho, but Philippe Coutinho, when he left Liverpool, he had just signed a contract in January, and he went out after that, leaving Liverpool with so much money that we were able to create the juggernaut team that actually won everything with the Jurgen Klopp. If you remember that, it's really important that you pay attention to these things. This guy is going to be leaving for free. Yes, he came for, according to people, he came for free, but there is so much that the club puts onto a player coming out from where he is to where he goes. He was never free. Let's not lie to ourselves. There was so much that we put on him. Of course, we won titles with him, so you can say that, it kind of balances itself. But the truth of the matter is this: it's not fair. It's not fair to the fans who have carried your name, who have worn your jerseys, who have run around with you, pushing you, and you decide to leave there. I'm a Trent Alexander-Arnold supporter. I've loved this guy since he came to Liverpool. He has shown that he is a generational talent, and he deserves to be given the praise of him on being the best player in that point. And according to what other people are saying, they're saying that maybe he left because he would never be getting in terms of the respect that he would ever gotten unless he had gone to a bigger club than Liverpool. Remember, so many of us, we have to defend him. So when the public, so many people comes against him, we have to defend him because we believe he's a generational talent. And Klopp talks about this, that it's very clear. We know he's a generational talent. You can't expect him to do whatever you want him to do. He is one of the best. Don't expect him to do what you want him to do. Just let him be him, because that makes him one of the best at what he does. And it makes sense. So according to what I'm being told by others, they're saying that maybe he went to Real Madrid because it is the biggest club in the world, and he will get the full recognition of who he is as a player, one of the best. In fact, he has really rewritten what a right back does in the world of football. He has an opportunity to go do that at a bigger ground, in a bigger stand, in a bigger team in Real Madrid. That's why maybe he's leaving, according to what I'm being told. But that is not cutting it for the Liverpool fans, because if it is that way, you would want to really, as a Liverpool fans, you want to be proven right that you have always been saying time and time again that Trent Alexander-Arnold is one of the best in the world. And if he's not able to do that at the club where he's not really respected, then what can we do? Oh, let him go to Real Madrid, because he will get that respect and he will actually show why he is one of the best in the world. So many questions to play around here. You see, I'm bringing so many things that has been thrown out on the internet about whatever that is happening, the anger, the criticism, and everything that is played out. But on and all, and now this is my personal opinion, my thoughts on it. On it all, I felt like Trent Alexander-Arnold should have just been clear with FSG and the club from the beginning of the year and tell them that if there's an opportunity for you guys to sell me, do so, because I'm not going to be renewing my contract with you. I want to go try it elsewhere. I want to go and challenge myself in a new challenge. I'm sure for a fact Liverpool, they put Trent Alexander-Arnold on there, rather than to pretend like he wants to do something so that he pushes the thing to the end of his contract. And the way he has planned his everything makes him look more of a Judas kind of a character rather than the player that we've come to love him. You know, the one that people are always saying hate means mochent, the way whatever they speak. I don't know. I want to try to do this Scouser accent. I'll really sound very, very terrible. But the way he has always been telling people that this means more, how much he wants to be the captain of Liverpool, everything that the dreams that he has spent so many years selling the Liverpool fans, just by all means to throw it down. You know, it's kind of like a Judas type of a characteristics, and why people are calling him Judas, because they feel like he sold them dreams and at the end of the day he disappointed. He went against his word, and I get that. It hurts. It hurts. But also I feel like we also have to remember what he did for us. He's one of the reasons why we hold the Champions League. You remember that quick corner? You cannot take away that thing from the history books. I've seen so many people doing that on this, that they are trying to take away that from the history books. You cannot take away that from history books. He did something special for Liverpool, which we will live in our eyes and in our hearts for such a long period of time. And we do that, and we do all say that it's because of thanks to Trent Alexander-Arnold. Because of that move, we scored an amazing goal, and it does make sense, people. On the other thing that I would also want to add, which I think is really important, if he had planned this from a long time ago, then I feel like he owes so many people an apology, really, to be honest, because it's really painful what he has done to the team, and it's really difficult for the team to move on from what we've seen and how people are moving away from him now. It's terrible. He had won the hearts of all the Liverpool fans. They actually made a meal of him in Liverpool, where it is just written, "I'm just a normal lad from Liverpool," and yet he turns that all against, and he keeps talking about how he wants to do like Gerrard. You remember at Old Trafford when he ran and he kissed the camera, the thing that Gerrard did, and it felt like that was Trent Alexander not giving us a message, telling us that he was going to continue, and all of that just to throw it down. And that is really terrible. And the other thing that people are not talking about, and I feel like it's really important, is the ownership. What Liverpool ownership did, it's unacceptable. Of course, we had a crazy 3-4 year of no direction, of not knowing where we stand. Klopp losing Julian Ward, from Julian Ward, where the guy who came acting as a sporting director just for some the transfer window. Then Klopp said he's leaving, then now we have to start again, and the order was put on Richard Hill's legs and legs, and I know I'm telling you that was not fair on him, but it has been, Liverpool has not been stable, and of course you have to put so much blame on the ownership. Why were they not preparing for things like this way much early? But when you look at how the situations played out, you might actually see that, okay, there was nothing that the FSG could have done. It went the way it has gone because it was supposed to go that way. And we are being told he rejected as well some contract before, when his contract was 2 years from finishing. So what exactly were we expecting from that? So there is that way as well, where you can put the whole entire light and just blame the FSG. I get that, 100%, I get that. But here's a lad from Liverpool, man. He's a lad from Liverpool at the end of the day. Lastly, before I leave this video, because I think I've explained so much about what I feel and what I want to talk, let's talk about this weird rivalry that Liverpool has with Real Madrid. And I think, as an honest Liverpool fan, I just want it to come to an end, people. I just want this weird rivalry that you guys have created against Real Madrid to come to an end. Let me try to jog your memories if you have forgotten. We were screaming that we're going to sign Kylian Mbappe. Was it 2020 Kylian Mbappe? Then what happened? It disappeared. We had the Jude news. Liverpool going to get Jude Bellingham. What happened to Jude Bellingham? Where is he right now? We also had too many. We wanted to sign too many. And where did he go to? And we all want to act like we can challenge. We can go after a player that Real Madrid wants and we can get him. That's not true. To be honest, we can't. They are there. We are here. Let's accept our position and where we are, and everything is okay. And I feel like we have to go back to those positions. We have to go back in that situation where we accept who we are, where we are as a team, and everything will be perfect, because it's really embarrassing. I know that the whole entire rivalry started from what he what's his name, the captain of Real Madrid, did to Mo Salah. What's his name? I forgot his name anyway. Remind me in the comment section. I know that's where it started, but let's respect. They are there, we're here, and we also understand why Liverpool led there to run to Real Madrid. We've seen this happening. McNamara did that on a free. Michael Owen did that on 80, and there are so many players who have gone for free to Real Madrid. But this one just adds more, because we are actually in a successful period. We are actually winning trophies for a change. Year in, year out, we always make sure that we live with the trophy. And yet he chose the Santiago Bernabeu, which makes 100% sense. But yeah, that's all that I had to say, people. I hope I spoke what I feel and where I stand, how I'm angry, how I'm embarrassed, where the anger is coming from, and how things are turning out to be. But the last thing, just stop burning the Trent Alexander-Arnold Liverpool shirts. Come on, Liverpool fans. Like the video, subscribe to Connect. I'll see you another one. We are out. Peace. Subscribe to the Connect.